Hello, hello everyone. Welcome. Sorry for the little delay we had. Welcome to Yield Mondays. As I mentioned in last live stream on Friday, we're gonna be doing this consistent weekly on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday weekly live streams. So Mondays are gonna be for yield opportunities. I'm gonna go through a couple of different farms, a couple of different aggregators that I found so we can learn, understand a little bit more about crypto. Now, if you saw last Friday, we talked about a bunch of things. It was a very, very fun live stream that we had together. Tomorrow we have a video coming about Grizzly Finance. I did the review live for, if you were live, you saw the review that I did about Grizzly Finance. So we're going to be doing a couple of these on a weekly basis. So if you have any protocol that you would like me to check out, you would like me to give my honest opinion about it, if that even matters to you, if that's the case, then make sure to drop it in the comments down below on Discord. I'm part of the Sleep Money Club. There I always share all kinds of stuff, yield protocols, how my options are going. Now I'm gonna share them on every Friday with you guys. We talk a bunch on the Sleep Money Club, so make sure to join there if that's something that you're interested in. Link's gonna be in the description. So I separated here 1, 2, 3, 4 different yield protocols. They're kind of yield protocols, so to say, aggregators or yield protocols, places where you can farm yield by depositing. We're going to be covering both stablecoin farms here and also non-stablecoin farms. So either an LP that is with a stablecoin and a normal token that is volatile, or with two volatile tokens, which I am not a fan of. If you watch my videos, I'm not a big fan of very volatile LPs with two different volatile tokens. These can get wrecked very hard if one goes up and the other goes down. You're gonna be holding more of the token that is going down because of impermanent loss, how a liquidity pool works. So we're gonna be covering these protocols today. Again, if you have anything that you would like me to check out, just make sure to comment down below, or comment here in the chat. I'll answer any questions that you have. So where do we go to find these stablecoin opportunities, right? Well, you can go to Twitter. Crypto Twitter has a bunch of different threads that you can find, crypto people that you can find that they're going to explain to you. For example, I go for Delta Neutral or Yield Farm for stablecoins. So does, for example, the calculator guy. Now he has DeFi Dojo. So if you are more of a degen, if you are chasing higher APYs, then you can go to other crypto Twitter people. If you are more into stocks, we have crypto Twitter is Twitter in general is a beautiful place if you know where to filter these informations. But we also have somewhere that a lot of people don't take into consideration, which is DeFi Llama. Now, DeFi Llama is amazing for these sort of things. Now, seems like every week they're pulling out new content. The DeFi Llama ecosystem is already so big. They're launching the Llama nodes in a little bit, so they will have their own RPC endpoints. So they're doing an amazing job. The team behind it is fantastic. And look at this. Let me show you the website right now. If you go to DeFi, if you go to yields and you search by stablecoin pools right here, you can filter by TVL, by APY, by base APY, by reward APY, meaning how much you're going to get in boosted rewards or in other tokens, all these sort of things. And it is amazing how much data they have right here. Okay, it is fantastic. They're doing fantastic job. The DeFi Llama, they should charge for what they're providing here, because their website, everything they do is almost flawless. These guys are amazing. So shout out to the guys at DeFi Llama, right? But let me take a look. Let me show you what I found here. You can also go to DeFi Llama /yields/stablecoins if that's something that you want to look for. Let me show you a couple of ones that just stood out a little bit just by searching a couple of minutes. And the first one is one that I've actually mentioned here in the YouTube channel before, which is Beethoven X. Now, Beethoven X, for people who are into DeFi, they should have heard about it, just because when Phantom was very, very big in the beginning of the year, last year, everyone was farming on Beethoven, everyone was farming on Phantom in general, Spirit Swap, Liquid Swap, every Phantom protocol was very, very big, also because of Andre Cronje, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not pronouncing his name, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. But take a look at this. This is USDC and DAI. DAI is an algorithmically stablecoin, very difficult word, like USD was, you know. So what is an algorithmic stablecoin? If you don't remember, it basically is a stablecoin that that has a pair. So the stablecoin has another pair, just like UST had Luna. This DAI, I think it has Deus as its pair, and once DAI starts to go above or under a certain price, automatic arbitrage happens, or manual arbitrage happens, depends on how the token, how the pair works. I'm not sure about DAI specifically. So once that kicks in, all this volatility from DAI is pushed towards Deus, so the other half of the pair. So the other half is the one that is going to suffer or gain from that volatility. So far, we haven't heard anything bad about DAI. So we had a bunch of disaster with USDD, USDT, all of these different tokens, these different stablecoins that were popping up. We had a bunch of situations where they're depegged and everything, but I might be wrong here, but I did not hear anything about they depegging, they moving away from its $1 price. Just getting a lot of spam right here. I apologize. So this pool right here is paying you a whopping 22.3% in stablecoins, in yield, sorry. So you might be thinking, just like I mentioned, well, is this is this going to be in stablecoins? Well, if you scroll down right here, no, actually 1.69 is going to be in the LP tokens, so in USDC and DAI, and the rest of it, the 20%, is going to be in Deus rewards. So the Deus token is the other token from the DAI algorithmic pair. So actually, let's see if TradingView has Deus as a token. Otherwise, we just go on actually just got a message here from Ethereum, which is melting. So very, very bad for Ethereum right now. But let's see if we can find Deus. 1 second. Bitcoin, we just go for crypto and we go Deus USDT. I think this should work, right? So Deus right now, it is melting just right now in one day. What happened? Yeah, in one day, it felt, what, 30%, 31%. So I don't know what happened. It seems that yesterday Deus got all the way to 200, so 60% on the upside. But you can see how much you suffer when you get paid into a volatile token, because this token seems to have gone all the way to almost 1K, yeah, over 1K at one point, right in April, and it has been down so far ever since. So it got lateral for a couple of months, which was good if you were already in this pool right here. This pool has this pool right here that I was showing, it has been live for a long time, just because I've mentioned that before, and I've mentioned the same thing that I'm going to say right now. Unless you like, and unless you're bullish into the Deus token and the Day token itself, if you think they're going to maintain a good ratio, a good they're going to be a good pair, a good algorithmic pair, then yes, go for it. But this 22%, for example, if you were farming this 22% all the way up when it was 300, 400, 500 dollars, and you are holding these tokens so far, you are down bad. Like, you were down a lot. Let's say if you're holding it when it was 350, right? Well, you're down 75%. So you're not making this promised 22%, but still, you would be making something around 8.65% in a stablecoin farm, okay? Which is not bad. It's not bad. I've shown here in the Grizzly review, you're going to see, for example, everything that you get over 8%, over 10% in stablecoins is fantastic. You shouldn't have any problems with that if it is a good protocol, if it is a legitimate project, excuse me, like Beethoven is, for example. Beethoven has been live for a lot of times. I don't have any information about it being hacked, about it getting compromised, the contracts being compromised. So if you trust Beethoven, and if you trust Day, because it's the weak link right here, not USDC, and you are okay with holding these tokens, the Deus tokens, then go for it. This is going to be the first pool, the first yield of today. Now let's go to the second yield. Second yield is going to be on convex. If you know convex, convex is one of the big players for the curve wars, you know. So I have a video about the curve wars if that's something that is interesting for you. The curve wars is an amazing has an amazing story behind it. So it is pretty much crypto history. If you are interested in crypto history, then you should go check out the curve wars video that I've made. It's gonna be I cannot link it right now on a live stream, but it's gonna be in the description once I post this video, once I make it live. So on Curve, if you go to stake right here, you can see all the Curve LP tokens, where you can stake these Curve LP tokens for you to get an APY, or actually an APR here, because it's not automatically compounded. So you need to compound them manually. But if we sort right here by USD, we have this one right here, the USDD and Frax BP. So both stable coins. I think it was this, right? Because there was another one which was, yeah, I think it was USDD. Yeah. Another one that I was looking at is this dollar right here, but I'm not sure about it, but it has a huge amount of TVL, so very deep liquidity for you to be able to stake and unstake your tokens with no issues. But you can see that right now the USDD plus Frax is giving you a 22% projected, and this is APR. Okay, this is APR, not APY, but the projection, the average for projection is 16.53. Now, how much is that if you compound this weekly or monthly? Well, we go to APY, or APR actually, APR to, can't write today, I think it is, yeah, there you go. So it was 22%, and if you compound this monthly, it is equal to 24.3%. Now, how much would it be weekly? Well, it will still be 24, almost 25. Daily will be 24 and a half, a little bit more, 24.60. So 24 for stable coins here on Convex is amazing. Okay, that is really, really good. Again, the weak link is the USDD token for me, I think. I'm not familiar with USDD. with Frax, I already know Frax, but you can see that the weakest link is always the stablecoin or always the token that you're not very familiar with. So you need to check it out. You need to understand how it works, the tokenomics. You need to understand the people behind the project. Okay, what is the whole purpose of creating this the stablecoin or this ecosystem in the first place? And the only thing right here for this pool, it is that is on Ethereum. Let's see if we have something interesting in Arbitrum 1. We have Frax USDC, but very little APRs. The USDT, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. This one I don't like it, but it is 15.2%, so it's not that bad anyways. But if you want to do this, you are limited. You're not limited. You're bound to the Ethereum gas fees, which are ridiculous. Another pet peeve of mine is that I hate Ethereum gas fees. So this is why I don't use mainnet. I usually use L2s or even other. I'd much rather find other protocols, other blockchains, instead of investing in a blockchain that is investing in a protocol that is Ethereum only. So now this is going to be the second one for today. Still, if you have any questions or if you have anything you would like me to review, just drop it down in the live stream chat. But anyways, let's take a look at the third one. The third one right here, I found this on also DeFi Llama, and it is saying that there's a BUSD, USDC, a 1% fee, Uniswap V3 vault. Can we call it a vault? Yeah, a V3 pool or whatever, that is paying you a 15.92%. You know I love these pools. You know I love the Uniswap V3 just because it is amazing. You can set the range. You can keep farming between that range. It is amazing for people who want to just start yield farming, who want to understand yield farming. Uniswap has amazing opportunities, and for them to have a stablecoin farm that's paying this much is ridiculous. So now we have a problem with Uniswap V3, which is you can never see the actual yield. You can only see how much it is dripping each and every day. So it is an average that you can later on extrapolate once you have some data to work with. So it doesn't work for me to just come right here and show that to you right now, you know, to go on Uniswap and try to make it just as they mentioned, because as you see right now, it is saying that is on Ethereum and it is BUSD and USDC. So if we go there and we make the new position right now and we go BUSD and USDC and we go the 1% right here, it doesn't say anything about adjusting the yield, adjusting the range. Okay, let me go back right here. So for me, it wouldn't really matter for me if we adjust the range right here. It is not going to show how much would that be in yield. It doesn't give you an APR, an APY. It doesn't give you anything. But we have calculators. For example, this V3 calculator simulator. So if I go right here and I put this data, okay, I choose the Ethereum network, BUSD, USDC, 1% fee tier, and then $1,000. It is giving me right here a projected APR of not even 1%. Not even 1%. Of course, I can change these ranges right here to make it closer. You know, something like this. Bam, bam. It's going to go to 1%. So now I'm making 1% per year with these stable coins right here. Okay. But if DeFi Llama is saying something like this, it is probably because we have a huge volume change. So there's a huge variation in volume. You can see right here that we have a couple of days where the base APR just skyrocketed, and also the TVL. You can see that the TVL at one point went from 3.8 million to 5 in one day. So someone deposited big chunks of money, and this makes it a really huge impact on our APY. So this right here might be not a mistake, but a number, an inflated number because of this huge movement right here in liquidity in TVL. So because of this, I don't know which one to trust. Should I trust this DeFi Llama, which gets data from the actual API, from the actual API of Uniswap? They get live data. Okay, so should I trust this, or should I trust this random calculator that I saw online, which I don't know if they get live data. I don't know if they get I don't know. See, they have all of this, but we don't know where they get this these numbers from. Okay, I don't know if they're live, if they're not live. They're counting the fees. They're counting the average volume. I don't know how that works. So I'd much rather choose something else. Like for example, if we go ETH, okay, ETH and USDC. If we go, let's say the 3%, or maybe this right here. And if we actually lower the range, okay, it says it gives me another bogus number. So this is what I was saying. I think we have some sort of issue with these calculators. So I'm much rather look into DeFi Llama to find these datas than these calculators. But again, sometimes they work, because when I was doing a USDC Matic pair on Uniswap v3, it was giving me a very accurate APR total, the yearly APR around 100 or 110 that it was at the time, and it was accurate because I did it for a couple of weeks and I got those numbers, and I projected it for the whole year, and it was indeed around 90%, 98%. So there was a little bit, it was probably around 2 or 3% off, 5% off maybe, but these right here can sometimes be accurate. So make sure to do your math a little bit, maybe try it out, see how many fees you collect in 1 day or 1 week. For stablecoins, it is very fine. You don't get the risk of getting liquidated or anything like that. This is why I like so much the Uniswap v3. It is an amazing technology. So this right here, the BUSD and USDC, is going to be our number 3 in our list for today. Okay, and you can see what DeFi Llama says. The algorithm predicts that the current APY of 1592 to fall below 1274 within the next 4 weeks, and they say that with a very high confidence. Okay, again, since I trust so much these guys at DeFi Llama, I would say they know what they're doing. Okay, they seem to know what they're doing. They're very open to receive corrections and criticism. So when they're wrong, they fix things. They just I trust them into the DeFi space. So let's go for the last one. The last one I actually found alpacafinance. It doesn't have any specific yield farm that I want to show you. It just they do have their own stablecoin as well, the AUSD, which you can then borrow, and you can borrow against it and get yield from it. You can see right here you get 2% to 5%. So this is something that you can look into it if you want to borrow. Again, I'm not very fan on, unless I'm going to use that money, but just borrowing to then reinstate and get a yield on it, I don't think it is worth it. But if we go, for example, to the USDC, let's see if we have something good to work on right here. Stable. Okay, this is much better. So Vi, I've never heard of Vi, so I would just skip this. And you can see this is an average that you are going to get for stablecoins, from 1 to 2%, maybe 4% here, which is a little bit more risky, but this allows you to leverage a little bit. So right now it is not good for you to leverage. You're going to get a negative yield, but sometimes it can be good. If you find, for example, someone that is mixed between a stablecoin and a non-stablecoin, Ethereum USDC, for example. If you're bullish or if you hold any Ethereum and you want to get some yield from it, you can see right here, this is already boosted. And it's going to give you a 25%. But again, we have wow, I'm very, very yellow again. There we go. This is much better. But we have, again, that same problem that I tell you every time, which is what? You get some of the yield in another token, their governance token, the alpaca rewards, which right now the alpaca token, it is worth 21 cents to the dollar. So you're going to get trading fees, you're going to get yield farming fees, you're going to lose because you're borrowing against you're borrowing Ethereum from this, but your total APR is going to be around 22.74. I think this shows APY. Yeah, APY. So compounded, it will be at around 25%, which it is not bad if you believe in Ethereum, if you believe in the volatile pair, in the volatile token part of the pair. Okay, so if this was, for example, let's see, Doge USDC, I would never get into this because I don't hold Doge, I don't believe in Doge, I don't want to have anything to do with Doge, you understand? So this would be something meaningless for me. Okay, but for Ethereum, I do hold Ethereum, I do trade Ethereum, do trade options with Ethereum. So I have a bunch of Ethereum. I am bullish in the long term for Ethereum and for Bitcoin. So if I have some Ethereum laying there and some USDC, I just want to make let it sit there to generate yield for me automatically. This is a good place for it to go, or pools like this, not specifically this one on alpacafinance, but pools like this. But there's another catch. These are variable APYs, variable yields. So the yield farming, which is 20% right now, might not be 20% in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, you know? So eventually these yields, they die off. These rewards, they die off. Sweet. Let me see how much better it looks. Just because we have straight, you can see there's a light right in front of my face because the window has a little slit in it. So I'm just going to keep these lights off until the sun goes down a little bit more. But it is golden hour, so I kind of look a little bit fancy. But anyways, going back right here. If it is okay with you, you need to make sure you understand the risks, you understand the rewards, and you understand the implications. So the implication is that the yield is not going to stay the same. If it is favorable for you, it will go up. So you will be farming more of these tokens. Okay. Second thing, if you are okay at holding the alpaca rewards, the alpaca tokens, are you okay with holding these? Okay, then move on. I'm okay with being leveraged, which is not for everyone, And if you don't understand the risks, I'd say you're not okay with leverage. You're not okay, not ready for the risks. Once you get the whole picture, you can decide if it is worth it or not. Why do I show this? Why do I show these to you if I'm not actually using it? Well, this goes back. Let me actually go full screen for this one. Second, let me hydrate. So why do I show these yield protocols? Why do I show these farms for you? Okay, it is really simple because I personally used yield farms a lot right in the beginning. My channel, I have a bunch of videos where I would show people moving. I remember it was back when Moon River and another, I don't remember how it's called, but there were two blockchains that were paying huge APYs for people to stake into Star Swap, whatever it was. And I was farming the heck out of it. I would just bridge using C-Bridge or using Wormhole, whatever they had available at the time, alpacafinance. And I would just go to these random blockchains because they were paying, for example, 75% APR on stablecoins. It was like USDT and USDC. So I was making every day. I would wake up, turn on my computer, and watch these, look for these protocols. And then, for example, when this one was going from 75% APR or 75% APY, whatever it was, down to 30, 20, I would already be looking at another one that was above 50, above 60. And I stayed the beginning of the year farming like this. There's all of these videos are here. I would just find the next one. I remember when Platypus had a flywheel version where you could just earn like 70%, 80%, I think it was. You would need the Platypus token, but at the time it was so cheap, like with just like 10% maybe of the amount of money you were gonna stake. If you had 10% in Platypus token, you could be boosting these stablecoin farms so much. So it was a very good strategy. If you want to have the time to do this, if you want to have the time to find these opportunities, to look for these places, then yes, it is worth your time. It is worth your time because you will be making way more than stablecoin farms, then not even stablecoin farms. Then, for example, this ETH USDC, you can lose money with this pool right here, ETH USDC, because it can go down. The Ethereum can go down more than it is right now. How much is it right now? You go back to Ethereum. Ethereum is at $1,111. Okay, so the more Ethereum goes down, the worse it can get for your pool, for your LP. You're gonna get impermanent loss. The amount of money that you started with might not be the same that you end up with. But if you're farming these stablecoin farms, if you're able to look on DeFi Llama every day, look into new protocols, search by TVL, and find protocols that have a very low TVL, that are paying rewards, they're boosting rewards to attract people. This is a huge way you can start making your first, you can start growing your capital here in DeFi, which is what I did. You know, the first $2,000 that are raised from $500, they were doing these things. You know, I'm not much propense to take risks with degen tokens, with meme tokens. You've never seen here in this channel me shilling a dog token. I've never done that. I don't own, I've never leveraged, I've never bought or sold or shorted any of these tokens, any of these meme coins. But the degen side of me makes me go look for these protocols that are boosting their APYs, their APRs for a short period of time to attract TVL. So this is what I was doing, and this is why I show these things to you, because you might get interested, and this might be a step for you to learn and then earn here in DeFi with these protocols. So let's see if there's any questions right here. I don't think there's any questions. So 40 minutes already into Youth Monday. Before we end our live stream, let me just check on the options, on how our options are doing, on how our cash secured put is doing, that we sold on Friday. It is nice. It shouldn't be doing that good just because we lost. Ethereum went down yesterday and today. So yeah, so far it doesn't look that good. Let me show that to you so you guys can understand why I'm not worried, why I'm not going to close the position. Turn these lights again. The sun is going down. So let me share the screen with you real quick. Okay, so this says right here that I am $41 negative, which means that I am actually $11 negative if I were to close my position now. Why? Because I already collected this $30 right here, $29. Okay, so if I collected this and I closed this position, I would give it back plus $11. So I would actually only lose $11 out of it. Why am I not scared? Why am I not scared? Again, if we look right here, this is just an alarm that I set, but our strike price is at $1,000 for Ethereum. So right now we are how much from the strike? We are 9.39% from the strike. means that we still need to fall 9.39%. Okay. Yesterday there was a huge dip. I kind of got a little bit scared, and now today it is dipping again. So why am I not going to close this position? Well, I am a little bit scared, but I'm not going to close this position, okay? Because I still think that by Friday it will be above this line right here. And even though it gets very close to this line, as long as it stays above, the option will expire worthless, will expire in my favor. So you can see that with yesterday's dip, let me see actually right here. With yesterday's dip, it got all the way to 24 and then it dried off. Okay, this is theta. Theta was acting and then it got off. And then it got up again and then it's kind of slowed down. Then it got up again because of volatility and now it is slowing down again. The volatility is what scares me right now because we have a huge volatility. We saw that 107, I think it was 107 volatility, and now the volatility is over 130. But we have 5.5 of theta, meaning that this price right here will go down by 5.5 per every 24 hours. Theta is going to be eating this price right here, of course. So if Ethereum stays the same, if Ethereum doesn't go up, if implied volatility doesn't move, so it will stay stuck like it is right now, tomorrow we will have this price, this option being worth only $10 because it will be losing this $5.53. Actually $5.37. It will lose this. And again, because I sold a very low delta. If you remember, I sold, I think it was a 0.9 delta. So Ethereum went down probably like 11% or something like that already. And it just doubled my delta. And still, this is a very safe delta because everything up under 20 is very safe. So I have 3 days to go, actually 4 days. So I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the beginning because it closes at 8 a.m. UST Central Time, so UTC 5 a.m. for me. So actually very little very little time from Friday. I need to hold on. I need to pray that Ethereum stays above 1,000, and I do think Ethereum will stay above 1,000 by Friday. So we still have how many days? Like 4 days, 3 hours. Yeah, 4 days. But if we should go on the 4-hour chart, we can calculate this a little bit better. We have 3 days and 12 hours. So 3 days, 3.5 days for before expiration. So this should be enough time for me. I think Ethereum will go maybe a little bit lower. Maybe we'll go to 1,040, 1,030, but it will close above this. We're almost halfway because we started on Friday. We're almost halfway there. This would be halfway right here. Tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. would be halfway. And I am confident. I am confident that we will get there, that we will take this $30 premium in the bag. And then because of this, I think later on, I'm most likely to sell a covered call because depending on where this closes, if it closes here again, I'm most likely going to sell a 1,200 or 1,300 covered call. If it closes closer to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, then I might even sell a lower price, like 800, 600 if there's any strike like this available. So I think this will be it for today's live stream. A very short one. Last one was 1 hour and 20 minutes, so this one is going to be way less than that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found this interesting, these farms. I hope you guys enjoyed these farms right here. If you did, you can drop a like right now. Watching the live stream, it helps YouTube to push these live streams to other people. Or you can stay tuned, watch this VOD later. The live stream later is going to be on their separate playlist called previous playlist, I think it's called, and eventually I'll be cutting these and making videos out of these, just like I posted today one from Friday's live stream. There's tomorrow Grizzlies video coming out tomorrow as well. So if there's something worth recycling from the video, you recycling from the live stream, you will see that in a video. Again, thank you so much for you guys for joining, for watching this live stream. I hope you guys had an amazing time here. I enjoyed it like always. I always enjoy doing this. Again, I'll see you guys Wednesday, same time, same place here, so we can chat. I still don't know what we're gonna do, if it's gonna be questions Wednesday, what it's gonna be about, but we can figure it out as we go. And as always, thank you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. So we can